Hi, what's going on guys? McDonald Bullion here. Thank you for watching another episode of me talking about gold and silver stacking. Today's episode we're going to be talking about where to buy your coins from. Now the coins I'm going to be referring to are mostly your silver coins, but it can apply for gold coins as well. So we're going to cover where you should be buying it from, what's the best place to get the best sort of price. And what do I do? Well, I'll give you my humble opinions and what I personally do when it comes to buying gold and silver. So, firstly, the main thing to consider when it comes to purchasing gold and silver is you want to know that what you are buying is legit. Now, especially for those new stackers, those new beginner people coming in to the hobby, to this type of investment, the main thing that you will want to do is just to make sure that the gold and silver that you purchase is of course real. And the best thing that you can do to do that is to purchase from dealers. Dealers will usually test it, whether that's an XRF. An XRF is an X-ray machine. You've also got the common Sigma metallics, which you see many YouTube channels do, which is where you place the coin on a little board. It shoots a laser on it, so it identifies whether it's real gold and silver. A lot of coin shops have that as well. You can also do your own testing, which is you can do the magnetic test, which is silver. It shouldn't be magnetic, so if you've got an earth magnet, you can put it against a silver coin and do your own testing. When it comes to the slide, you can get a silver slide as well, amongst other things, but you will want to make sure your gold and silver is correct. So my main tip, number one, is going to be just purchase from dealers. Now dealers can be anything from local coin shops to the Royal Mint, to the US Mint, the Perth Mint, whatever it is. You do pay an extra premium on the product. Now if you're not aware what premium is applied on top of the melt price of the coin. So let's say that the melt price of silver is currently sitting at around $24 or £19, then if you was to buy that coin, you have to pay a premium on top of that coin, because there are many businesses and things that have to make some sort of money, because they wouldn't be able to have a business if they're not making any money. So it's usually around about 20% that's applied on top, and of course that's not including other taxes, including VAT if you are a UK resident. But when it comes to purchasing it online, you know it's going to be safe if you're going to be purchasing a Britannia from the Royal Mint, as opposed to purchasing it online on places such as eBay or, God forbid, Wish and things like that. Stay away from those websites. eBay can be quite good if you are buying from reputable sellers, but we'll come on to that shortly. So the second thing that you can do as well is, if you are more of an intermediate stacker, or you know what you're doing when it comes to testing gold and silver, if you have been in the hobby for a little while and you know what you're looking out for, then you will look to purchase privately, potentially. Now, the benefits of purchasing privately is you can often get a cheaper price on the metal that you're buying. Now, the reason being is because you're obviously not paying those extra costs for businesses. You think about how much money goes into having to make a profit for that business. The business is not only having to make a profit on the coin, they have wages to pay, they have a building to run, they have electric bills, water bills, everything. That's what tiny little percentages going into that coin. And they really don't make much on bullion. When they purchase bullion, let's say they will purchase it at spot, which is very common. They have to take their own costs and everything in consideration as well, which is why you often see businesses only offering spot price for its product. They have to leave a little bit of wiggle room when it comes to actually having to sell it in the future. You don't really find that with private sellers. So you can look for a Britannia, for example, and look at the dealers' websites, who may be selling for, let's say, £30 on a dealer's website for a Britannia. You can find it very easily on Facebook, Instagram, eBay sometimes, for around about £25, and you can actually purchase really cheap coins, really cheap authenticated coins from other places, even YouTube. You just have to make sure that you use your due diligence. I've had a few people ask me where's best to buy it. It's really up to you what risk you would like to apply when it comes to purchasing your gold and silver. If you have no idea how to test it, or if you want to make sure it's all authenticated and it's all legit, stick to the dealers. You know it's going to be safe. You know it's going to be a real product. When it comes to private sellers, by all means, use your due diligence. We all love to get a bargain, but you just have to consider the risk when it comes to it. Now, there are plenty of Facebook groups, Instagram sellers who are legit and reputable, which I will personally recommend some which I have dealt with in the past, because a lot of them are legit. You just have to be careful with the ones that's cloned accounts and everything, offering cut price deals. They just have to be, well, you just have to be really careful with those types of websites and those sellers, because there are many people that will con you. So not buying at the lowest price, well, it may not be in your best interest if you are trying to go for a cut price deal, especially if the person that you're purchasing from is not authenticated or they don't have a reputable background. But that comes on to my third thing. So what do I personally use to buy my gold and silver? Do I go to dealers? Do I buy privately? Well, I do a little bit of both. So if I was to give an example, some of the coins here I have bought directly from its mint, from dealers. I've purchased my gold bar from the Royal Mint. I've purchased my Britannias from the Royal Mint. I've purchased silver, like the kookaburras. I've purchased that from Silver Trader UK, and Silver Trader UK is a really good website if you're UK based for many different silver products. Quite a common dealer. Many people in the UK know about Silver Trader UK. It's a good place to buy authenticated silver. The seller is very good at what he does, and gets it out to you quickly. So especially if I'm looking for different silver products, he has a lot in stock. So when it comes to private sellers, one of the main ones that I will consider is Backyard Bullion. If you don't know what Backyard Bullion is, where he's a channel on YouTube who does gold and silver stacking, proof coins mainly as well. And he talks about all things gold and silver and coins and everything. Very knowledgeable. Head on over and check his channel out. He actually was one of the inspirations to create this channel. But he actually sells as well. So you will find on his newsletter, or when he releases a post or something, that he will be selling coins and things. So there is a small fee. He will authenticate it using his Sigma, doing the weight check and everything. He will authenticate it, and then you basically purchase it with a bank transfer, and then Backyard Bullion then sends you the coin. So for example, this Libertad that I have in front of you, I have one Libertad which I purchased from Backyard Bullion. I also have some silver bars which I have here. I'll show you it just there. So these are Backyard Bullion silver bars. These are hand poured bars which I purchased because it's a great channel and I'm happy to support a good channel like that. But Backyard Bullion is one of the places where I purchase some silver products privately for a really good price. You know it's authenticated. You know that Backyard Bullion has that background when it comes to having a good customer service and everything, and you know it's all legit and everything. So it's quite a good place. It's what I use if you want to ask me where I buy my gold and silver from. I buy some products privately, and Backyard Bullion's a good example. I also purchase some from eBay. Many of my giveaways I purchase from eBay, but eBay is, you have to be really, really careful. I only really use reputable sellers. Some reputable sellers which I will use the Britannia Coin Company. They have a large standing in the coin sort of numismatic place. I also use the English Coin Company as well, but they're sort of dealers, so they kind of fall in line with the dealer's side. You will pay a little bit more, but you know that business is there. It's that backbone. If you have any issues, or if it doesn't arrive in the mail or whatever it is, you know who you can really go to. So I just wanted to do this video of where to buy your gold and silver coins, what I use, so you can really understand yourself where you want to purchase it. I've had people that ask me, where do I buy my gold and silver and I thought it would make a useful video, especially for those new stackers or even those that have been stacking for a while. Perhaps you're not aware of the private buyers that you can potentially buy your gold and silver from. Potentially you are never going to use eBay, or you are very anti-eBay. And I do get it. I do get there are plenty of scammers, but if you know what you're doing, you can't go far wrong, really. But yeah, let me know what you think anyway. Please leave a like, please leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts anyway. Whether you agree with me or not, this channel welcomes all opinions and everything. And of course, thank you very much for listening in. Please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. I really appreciate it. But thanks very much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.